What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another trophy talk for you. This is going to be for the month of March. It has been, I guess you could say, a kind of busy and successful last few months. I feel like I haven't been playing as much as I've wanted to, but generally speaking, I feel like I've gotten through stuff, and I feel like I am making, somewhat of progress when it comes down to that. If you guys do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. Down in the comments below, let me know what games you guys have been playing, any platinums or anything that you've gotten or anything like that. I love hearing from everybody. And if you're interested in my trophy and collectible guides and all that stuff, I am uploading those on Trophy Hunters Gaming moving forward. That will be linked down in the description below as well, so you can go check that out and follow all of the new guides and stuff that I'm making in the future. So anyway, with all of that being said, let's get into what I've been playing. So starting off, I did get the Platinum in Turbo Golf Racing. So this was a game where I think for the last trophy talk, I was about 97% done this. I think I did everything except the last trophy that I needed to do, which was to complete 50 daily missions. So I did hop on stream. We got that done, and that was fun. And yeah, this was a good little game that kind of came out of nowhere, and I'm glad that we got it done. Then up next, I was in this weird, not weird, but I have these games that I want to play where I need to do the multiplayer. So my brain is so used to saying that. I need to do the DLC, and one of the games that recently came out that had some DLC was Star Wars Outlaws. So, sorry, I'm gonna get more comfortable here. So I did do the Star Wars, and hopefully I stay in frame. I might have to hold on. We'll do it like that. I did do the Star Wars Outlaws DLC. So this was one of my more recent platinum trophies that I got because I played this game new when it came out. So they did release the first DLC, which was called Wildcard. And it was an okay DLC. I like the concept behind it. I like the environments and everything that they made. And overall, it was good. And I did it all in one stream. I think it took me all of 3 hours maybe to do. But very fun. And that gets Star Wars Outlaws back to 100%, which is awesome. Then up next, we have the game that I've probably been spending the most amount of time in over the past few months. That being Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag on the PlayStation 3. So I did make a full 100% synchronization guide over on Trophy Hunters Gaming, along with full collectible and trophy guides for anything in the game that anybody would be having any sort of troubles or issues with. So I had a lot of fun playing back through this game. And, doing all the random trophies and going back and doing the 100% syncs and everything really made me appreciate this game, along with doing Freedom Cry for the fourth and hopefully final time, but we'll see if there's a remake, if that'll happen. But yeah, I really appreciated this game, and it makes me really appreciate older Assassin's Creed games. And as I stated in the last trophy talk, which you'll see in the next game that I've been playing, because this game became obtainable back in like January or December or whatever. Actually, let's see, because I got the trophy about when it became obtainable in December. So I told myself that if that trophy became obtainable, this was kind of the only game that I had left that was like, not obtainable, and it kind of held me back from like wanting to go and do the rest of the Assassin's Creed games and getting all of them done. So when that became obtainable, I went ahead and moved forward with playing this game and getting this game platinumed in 100%. And then now we're going to be working through the rest of the Assassin's Creed games, but it'll probably be put on pause for the time being because Assassin's Creed Shadows is coming out at the end of the month. And, well, I guess it's technically Assassin's Creed, so I'm going to have to do it anyway. But I'm going to be playing that day one and getting that platinum as soon as possible, I guess you could say. But, yeah, I did play through this. I really, really appreciated this game and love this game. It's weird. So, back when I played this game on the PlayStation 4, the first time I got this platinum, because this is my second time getting it, the first time I got this platinum, I remember going for the 100% syncs and playing through the sequences and everything, and I just remember at one point, like, I got really, like, bored of this game and, like, almost didn't want to play it because it was so boring. It felt boring and monotonous, and like I just didn't want to touch it. So when I went back to it now, when I was playing it, like I feel like I couldn't get enough of it, which is a weird thing to say, but doing the 100% syncs and everything was, that was fun. I wouldn't want to do that for 100 hours, but that was fun. But I don't know why back in the day I had this like feeling of like it was boring, and I think that generally just comes down to like how games are developed nowadays and the timing of games and everything like that. Because I was talking about it on stream when I got this platinum, but which by the way I stream all my platinum trophies, so if you want to check that link down in the description below as well. But when I was streaming this, I was kind of talking about that, and I was like, man, when this game came out and it was new, doing like a 50, 60, 70 hour platinum 100% was like a lot to ask for a game. And I just feel like as the years have gone on, we're 10 years down the line now. Now it's like 100 hour games and 100 hour plats like almost became the standard in a way. So now when you go back to play a game like this where it takes, 30 hours to get through the main campaign and another, 10, 15, 20 hours to clean it up and get the platinum in 100%, it feels really, really short. So I was like, I appreciate this game. I appreciate the length of this game. And I feel like I'm going to feel the same way when I go back to play through like the Ezio trilogy and everything. I'm just going to sit there and be like, not to say why is this not longer, but like these games feel short, but which is good. I want to get through as many games as I can. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to get through. I was very grateful to be able to get the Sharing is Caring trophy and have all the multiplayer already done and be able to get this platinumed and 100%. And it was a fun experience. I know they're talking about doing a remake of this game. That would be very, very interesting because I've heard that they're going to like completely rebuild it from the ground up. I don't know how that will go, but it would definitely be pretty interesting to see that. Even playing this game on the PlayStation 3, graphics were kind of crazy if you think about it from 10 years ago on like a doubly previous generation console. It was pretty crazy. So I couldn't even imagine what like a remake would look like. But anyway, that gets Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag platinumed and 100%. So then getting into the next game, I knew what I wanted to do for the next Assassin's Creed game, and that was Chronicles on the Vita, because this is kind of the last Assassin's Creed game that I need to do that isn't on like current to last gen hardware. And last gen hardware is okay with me because technically you can play those games backwards compatible on current gen hardware, so it shouldn't be an issue of obtainability in the future. But Assassin's Creed Chronicles Trilogy Pack was on the Vita, was the kind of the outlier that I still had to do from the entire franchise. So I did start playing through this. I got fully through and technically completed all of Assassin's Creed Chronicles China, so that's done. And I'm about halfway through Assassin's Creed Chronicles India right now. I'm going for the one trophy here. Where is it? I think it is this one. Completing the game without killing anybody. Because I can get the highest score and fastest time when I do the Invisible Master trophy. So those can go at the same time. But yeah, I'm generally I'm enjoying playing through this game. I was never like a super fan of the Chronicle games, but I enjoy them, right? Like I like the 2.5D side-scrolling platforming-esque of them. I like how it's just a different vibe from like any other Assassin's Creed game. Like third person action adventure open world game. Kind of having this linear progression that you have to get through, and the puzzle solving and everything is fun to me. It's not like you don't have to be stealthy or whatever because, enemies have cones and stuff. It can be very timing based as well. But it's just a different take on the franchise and just as a game as a whole. So I really enjoy these. And before we get into the last game I've been playing, we can talk a little bit about where I currently stand. I'm not a robot, so I don't know why you're asking me that. So when it comes to Assassin's Creed games and where I currently stand and kind of my path forward for the time being, I've platinumed and 100% at least one of every game. Other than if you technically want to say I haven't done a Chronicles, the trilogy on either the PS4 or the Vita. technically speaking. I've done every single game at least once. So the goal right now is I wanted to progress through Chronicles on the Vita as much as possible for the time being. I knew I wasn't going to get it platinumed probably. And then I was going to play the game that I've been playing right now that just came out, and then I was going to maybe hop back to Chronicles, continue playing that until Shadows comes out, and then I would focus on Shadows. And then the goal would be play through Shadows, then go back, finish up Chronicles if I haven't, and then after I do Chronicles, I'm actually going to get into some fun games that I really want to play, that being the Ezio trilogy, so we'll do Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelations again. I think after I do those three, I'll probably hop back to the Chronicles and do the Chronicles on the PS4 just to get it done. Mainly because I don't want to save that for the end. And not saying it's my favorite game, but not saying it's the game I hate the least. But I would say it's probably out of all the games that I have left to play, other than maybe Valhalla, it's the one that I'm not really looking forward to the most playing. So if I'm already doing Chronicles on the Vita, might as well just do it on the PS4 and try to get it all done. But yeah, so I'll do Ezio Trilogy, Chronicles on the PS4, then we'll do Assassin's Creed 3 and Liberation. We've already done 4. And then we'll just keep working down the list. We'll go Rogue, and then we'll go to Valhalla, and then Mirage. And then Shadows should only be on the PS5, so that will be good. I don't know my timing for this. I would love to be able to get these all done by, I think the end of the year, the end of 2025 is probably very aggressive, considering, new games coming out and stuff like that. But I do want to try to focus on it as much as possible. So I'm hoping within the next year I can have every single Assassin's Creed game fully platinumed and 100%. And I know Valhalla is going to be a fucking doozy of a game. I'm not going to be auto-popping it. I'm going to be playing fully back through the game. So that's 100 hours in the base game and probably another 100 hours or so in all of the DLCs and everything. But at least it's a PS5 version, because I did the PS4 version before because I didn't have a PS5 when that came out. But yeah, everything else should be, very, very fun. I'm going to be making guides for everything other than the only game I'm not going to be making a guide for as I'm playing through is going to be when I get to Mirage, because I've already made guides for Mirage. But yeah, I'm just really kind of excited to get through. I'm definitely the section of this that I'm most excited about finishing is definitely the Ezio trilogy. Just going back and playing that, because those games kind of really got me into gaming as a whole. They got me into trophy hunting for sure. So I'm very excited to go back and play those and just see, I know there's going to be a lot of nostalgia for me, so it's probably not going to be as good as I think it's going to be in my brain, but I am very excited to go back and play them. But generally speaking, we're making good progress. We are making good progress. I don't know, I don't want to count, but I don't know how many games I have left to do. But it's not really that bad. And then last up, we have the game that I've been playing the most recently, that being PGA Tour 2K25. This just came out about a week ago, last Friday, not the 7th, but the 28th. And generally speaking, I've been making a lot of very good progress in the game. So I've been trying to pay attention to the trophies to kind of figure out what I need to do and what I want to do and everything like that. I've not done anything multiplayer related for the time being, other than, if you want to count it, the ranked tour events every day. But those aren't multiplayer. So what the ranked tour events are is there is a section in the menu that has these ranked events. And all you have to do is you just go in there and you just play the tour events. You just play the tour events, right? And you don't have to be any sort of overall. You don't have to have any requirements. The only thing that you have to do in order to play these is you have to pay 50 VC. Another thing about this game, before I get in, this game has been so 2Kified with everything that it has. New verbiage coming up with, but 2Kified compared to old golf club games and even PGA Tour 2K21 to 2K23. It still felt like an HB Studios golf game, and this game just feels completely at least menu wise and structure wise and everything like that, feels like a 2K game. It still plays like golf club games, but menus and progression and everything feels very 2K-y. And they finally, well, I don't know if it's good or bad, but they implemented VC into the game, which is their virtual currency, and it's notorious in the NBA 2K games as, basically the only way to make progress is to, physically buy VC from the store. It seems like this game won't be that way. You can if you want to, but it seems like it's not going to be that way. But anyway, to get back into it, so for the ranked tour events, there are daily ranked tour events and there's weekly ranked tour events. There's 3 ranked tour events for each one that you can compete in. You just have to pay 50 VC in order to play them. You might be thinking, Snickel, that doesn't sound like a lot. It's not a lot, but with how you earn VC, it kind of is a lot, because an upgrade for your character is like 125 VC per an upgrade, but to enter these events is 50. So the good thing is once you complete the event, you get usually like 50 VC back. So it's as long as you have the money to front, you'll get it back at the end. But yeah, there's 3 events that you can do per day, and there's, I guess, over the week, you can do 3 plus 21, so 24 a week is what you can do. So that's good. But there was a trophy here where you have to complete one ranked daily or one ranked event each day for 5 consecutive days. So basically, you have to do daily ranked tour events for 5 days straight. I think I had to do like 6 days. It was really weird. I eventually got it. I was doing them anyway, but I eventually got that. But the big one in relation to the ranked tour events is you have to complete 30 ranked tour events. So basically, you have to wait to get this done. And like I said, if you do a full month of doing 3 ranked tour events a day with the 3 that you're getting, actually it's 3 weekly, not monthly. Let me correct myself on that. So it's actually going to be like 3 times 4 is 12, and then it's like 36, probably around 36 a month ranked tour events. So you can get this done. It's going to take you a full month to get done that one trophy, which is pretty crazy to think about. And like I said, I didn't do any of the other online. The other big online stuff is you have to play 40 ranked or 40 matches in ranked matchmaking, which I think you can do this. You can like set a closed lobby and do this with somebody, so you don't have to do that in like an open lobby. And then you have to, other things multiplayer-wise, you have to play Divot Derby, or you have to win a match in Divot Derby, win a match in Top Golf, and then win a match in ranked matchmaking, and then complete all placement matches in ranked matchmaking season. So I should probably try to get on some of this. Oh, there is also this one. You have to win 5 matches in ranked solo matchmaking. So I don't know how that works. You might be able to do like ranked matchmaking 2v2, but then ranked solo is 1v1. I don't really know. But right now, my goal right now is I'm trying to get through the story, or the main campaign, or whatever you want to call it, which I've basically completed. So I've gotten through 1 full season of the PGA Tour, so I've gotten all of those trophies done in relation to that. Slowly working towards the 85 overall player, which as a 41% is fucking insane. People have to be buying VC because that's ridiculous. And then the last thing I have to do, the biggest thing, is just completing the GOAT quest line, which for the GOAT quest line, I believe you need to beat Tiger Woods in a rivalry match. You need to get a career, Jesus Christ, get a career Grand Slam. So you have to win all 4 majors in a single My Career playthrough. And then the other things you have to do is you have to do some stuff in relation to what are they called? Sponsors. You have to do some sponsor stuff. And then you also have to, I think you have to win 60 events, I think. I don't know. Don't take my word on that, but you have to win a certain amount of events. And it's a decent amount. So slowly working through that. After I record this, actually, I'm probably going to go stream. So if you want to go check that out, cool. We're going to work through those events and then see what we can do for all the random other trophies. But generally speaking, I'm making progress in this game. I am probably looking for somebody to do the online with. So if you're interested in doing that, I would like to know. Just let me know. We can get that scheduled, and it shouldn't really take too long. I think for the 40 matches in ranked matchmaking, I'm pretty sure you can set the course to like a 4-hole course. Don't take my word on that, but I feel like you probably should be able to. If not, whatever. It is what it is. We'll get through. It's not the end of the world. But anyway, yes, that's everything I've been playing. Like I said, it's been very, very busy last few months. I know I didn't make one of these videos in February. I do want to apologize for that. I've also been dealing with a lot of shit personally. Back in the beginning of December, my car was actually stolen right out of my driveway. So I've still not gotten resolution on that. So that's been where a lot of my time and efforts outside of my everyday job have been going, and it's been quite stressful. But working through it, trying to get all of these games done, continue to make progress. So anyway, let's talk about, now that I've talked about what I've played, the big question, what is the Snickel going to play upcoming? So, the main thing, again, that I'm going to be focusing on is PGA Tour 2K25. That is definitely number one on my concern list for the time being, until I get to a point with the online where it's like I just have to get on to do the ranked events and then do whatever other online stuff. So that's like number one concern right now is that. Number two concern is Assassin's Creed Chronicles for the time being. So we'll get back into that once I am off of PGA Tour. And then when the end of the month comes, when Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out, I will be playing Assassin's Creed Shadows basically until I get the platinum. That'll be my focus there. So that's my focus for the next few games, I would say. You're probably wondering maybe, well, what about like Fallout 76 and games as a services and stuff like that? I do want to get back to those at some point, and that's why I'm saying, like, you know, I'm not going to give myself a timeline to do all the Assassin's Creed games because I don't want to play like 10 games back to back. I feel like I will actually want to gouge my eyes out if I do that. So at some point I may take a break and play something else and do something else for a little bit, but generally speaking, my main goal right now is to get every single Assassin's Creed game done, platinum 100% done. So some other games that I want to kind of focus on as I'm working through that Assassin's Creed stuff, obviously Fallout 76. I need to get back to this Jimboree, the Onin War. I don't have the patience sometimes to deal with it, but I really just need to get back to it. And then at some point, I do kind of want to get into the Madden and show games with the new show game coming out, but it's not really a top priority. And then I've been thinking about playing this Expeditions game, getting back into that as well. But other than that, I mean, those are the only things that I'm focusing on for myself right now. I do have some games that what is PSMP doing? Oh, my goodness. I'm not a robot, please. There are a few games in here that I want to kind of work on, and one of these games actually reminds me of something that I'm going to be doing possibly tomorrow. So we'll talk about that. But yeah, these are a list of games that I want to work through other than Uncharted 3, which I know it's really weird. There is a pretty sure they're like reviving the Uncharted 3 servers, like not officially. So that might be something that I might legitimately look into it. And if it takes me off the leaderboard, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about the leaderboard, man. Just want to get Uncharted 3 platinum, well, 100%, because it's a fun game. But yeah, these are generally the games that I want to focus on as well. If I have some free time in between where like I have like a few days or something, I know a lot of these, other than like Wolong, a lot of these I can do probably pretty quickly as just kind of like filler. But the game that I was going to talk about, there's actually a game going down, multiplayer, that I'm interested in, that we're going to be doing, and it's tied to RE8. So it's actually, let's see if I can, that's not how we spell it, I guess. RE, isn't it RE verse? Am I tripping? It's reverse. Reverse? Am I tripping? Is my brain broken? It's, oh, that's why, because it wasn't spelled that way. It is this game. It is Resident Evil Reverse. This is an all-online game, came out when RE8 came out, and this game is going down in June, the end of June. I think it's already been delisted, but it's going down at the end of June. It came with, if you had RE8, it came with a code inside of there, but from what I've read, it only takes like a few hours to get done. Like, people are getting it done in like 50 minutes, but apparently it only takes like a few hours to get done. I'm planning on doing this with Waves, Brian, possibly StepMac, depends how many people we need, and we might be streaming it. I'm not 100% sure yet, but yeah, this is a game I want to get done just because I still want to have access to be able to do all of the Resident Evil games, even though I don't have some pretty major games like Revelations and Revelations 2 done. I still want to give myself the opportunity to be able to do all of the Resident Evil games when it comes down to it. And then like Operation Raccoon City, I'm pretty sure that's and like Umbrella Corps. I'm getting ahead of myself, but if it's going down, I want to focus on it. So this guide says 5 out of 10, 10 hours. I've obviously seen people getting it done faster than that, but this will be a focus possibly tomorrow. And once we start it, we are going to get it done. But yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't forget about it, but I just forgot that it's going to be an upcoming game. I've been trying to not focus on games going down servers-wise. To be fair, it was never really something that, like, was my priority. I think what it just came down to is, like, if I knew I wanted to do a game at some point and I wanted to get the platinum in it, I knew I had to do the multiplayer. So if the servers were going down for it, then I had to do it. I mean, it all kind of stems back to when I did Killzone 2, which I still haven't platinumed. I haven't platinumed a Killzone game other than multiplayer, Killzone 3 multiplayer. But it gets back to Killzone where it's like I always wanted to do Killzone 2, right? Like I always wanted to do it, but I knew that in order for me to platinum this game, and if I wanted to get the 100%, I was going to have to do the online. And I did the online back in 2018 when the servers went down. So it's not like I focus on doing server shutdowns. It's just like if I know that I want to platinum a game at some point, then I'm going to try my best to do the multiplayer for it because that's part of getting the platinum and or the 100%. So yeah, I would love to do all the Resident Evil games. So if I can do Reverse right now and it's going to go down, I'm going to do it. But anyway, that's what I've been playing. That's what I plan on playing. I'm on the Assassin's Creed, train for the time being. We'll see how long I ride it for. I do want to go back and forth. A game I've actually been thinking about a lot recently about playing. I just get like the most, not random urges, but like I just want to play it is Hitman. And I would be playing Hitman 2 next. But I get the most random urges to play Hitman, which is crazy. And then going with like the Star Wars games as well. I don't know if it's good or bad, but they just actually released trophy patch for Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy on PS4 and PS5. This is fucking insane. I knew that they put this game out because it was on the PSP, but it's also insane that they put a trophy patch out for this. So this, I don't know. This isn't something I'm going to do soon, but this really, really intrigues me because this game right here was a huge, huge childhood game for me. Massive childhood game for me. So this might be something that at some point I may be like, hey, let's play this. Let's play this. And the fact that I can do it on the 4 and the 5 is freaking awesome. But yeah, it's weird. Sometimes I want to like just play random games, and I don't tell myself like you have to play this game, right? Like you have to play these Assassin's Creed games. At the end of the day, I play what I want to play. If I wake up one day and I want to play a game, I'm going to play a game. I've been trying to over the years because back when I first started trophy hunting, 12 years ago, which I've had a video idea I wanted to make for like 3 years. Actually, multiple video ideas I wanted to make for that long. I just haven't. But I started trophy hunting 15 years ago. It was in 2010, 2011. 15 years ago. When I first started, that's crazy. When I first started trophy hunting, there was times when like essentially I would play a game for like a few hours and then I would just put it down and never play it again. I have a lot of games like that. Like when I played Wet back in 2013, a game that I played for like 2 hours, put it down. I played that's not what I was thinking. I got a game like this, like Wheelman. This is a game that I played for maybe 3 hours back in the day and just never went back to it. Like I have a bunch of games back when I first started trophy hunting that like I played, it was cool, never wanted to focus on it ever again. And that's my own fault. So as over the years of me, trophy hunting, not getting more into it, right? Because I've been into it for a while, but as I've been trophy hunting and I've been, making or wanting to make YouTube videos and make collectible guides and stuff like that, that's where I'm like, hey man, I really just need to focus on a game and get it done. If I'm playing PGA Tour 2K25, I don't want to get to a point where like I'm like, cool game, guys, I'm not going to pick this up anymore. I'm done. I'm actually not going to get this platinum. I try to focus on it until I can get it done. And if that means I have to put it down for a day or two and play something else, that's cool. But I try to focus on it until I get it done. There are games over the years and recently that I have not done that with. One for a while was Knack. I put that game down for the longest time, maybe like a year or so. and finally went back and did it. Or like this Expeditions game, that's a game that I really need to get back to playing. I enjoyed it. It's just I got so focused on playing other things that I just, put it to the side. Or like recently, this Jimboree, I don't fucking know if that's how you say it, but like that game, like I started playing it as like a meme, and now I haven't, played it for a while, and I need to get back to it. So same thing with like Fallout 76. I don't want to lose the interest, or the biggest thing really is not really losing the interest, but losing how to play the game. That is the craziest thing to me, is like when I go back to a game, like I did it for Outlaws, right? But and I didn't even play that long ago, but when I go back to a game where I've platinumed and not 100% in it, like games like Horizon Forbidden West or God of War Ragnarok or Wolong, I'm going to not have a zero fucking idea on how to play this game. I'm going to forget all of the control. Granted, I can look the controls up, but I'm not going to remember any controls. I'm not going to remember anything about anything of these games. Which is why I usually like to do the online, or man, my brain is toasted with this online stuff. It's where I like want to usually do the DLC while I'm playing the game. But in most of the cases, specifically related to these, the DLC wasn't out yet. I played these games all like basically day one, and the DLCs came out as the time went on. So it's just me going back to playing them. And after a day, I'll be good. But that is just one thing that I think about where I'm like, man, how do I play this? I forgot how to play this. But anyway, I'm rambling now. It's been about a half an hour. I'm sure you guys have enjoyed the ramble sesh. But yeah, that's everything I've been playing. It's everything I plan on playing. We're in Assassin's Creed. Some people would probably want to call it hell, but we're deep. We're knee deep in Assassin's Creed right now. We're deeper than knee deep. We're deep in there. So we'll continue to play. I'll continue to get stuff done. I've been trying to stream a lot more frequently for you guys. I want to get more of a consistent schedule. So if you guys are interested in streaming or watching the streams, that's linked down in the description below. I stream platinum trophies, games that I'm playing at the time, multiplayer if I want to do it. Usually don't stream stuff that I'm making guides for. I like to kind of do that on my own, which is where I go into my stream hiatuses. But yeah, I like to. I want to try to get more consistent schedule for that, and I also want to. I've been making. You guys have probably seen it, but I've been making platinum trophy shorts. And I've been making those on TikTok as well. So basically, I'm going back through all of my platinums that I've gotten over the year that I started recording, all the way back in the day, and I'm just making a little 1-2 minute video short, just talking about it, my last trophy, and generally like that. But I have a lot of other ideas and stuff that I want to get implemented. It's just I need to find the time and energy and effort and everything to finally get into it. So anyway, let me stop rambling. I hope you guys have a great day. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. Let me know what you guys have been playing down in the comments below. Down in the description below, you'll find links to everything that I've been discussing throughout all of this video. So if you want to go follow, subscribe, support any of that, I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, if you guys, again, did make it this far, be sure to leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you guys all around sometime soon.